all the momentum in the world, all of the things going your way. Lamar Jackson not playing. Their defense is not that good. And you only score 16 points. 16? Come on. There was a lot. There was a lot that makes me question why? Why? What is the point? Why can we not red zone? Do we have a red zone playbook? Because if we do, I want that thing chucked in the lake. Alright? Because that playbook is dog water. Absolute dog water. It doesn't make sense to me why they keep using the same exact fucking plays over and over and over again and expect different results. You know what that is? The definition of insanity. Alright, offense? You know that some of these plays don't work. So you stop using them. Okay? It's not like you can tinker with it during the game. You deal with that during the week. Okay? You need to score more than 16 points. Okay? You just need to score more than 16 points. Because that sorry-ass excuse of a defense is not going to do anything to help you. Okay? They're going to give up as many points as they feel like giving up. Because they're the Bears' defense. And that is now considered an insult. Okay? You cannot give up that many points and expect to win, but at the same time, you have to play offense when you know your defense is down a significant amount of corners. Okay? And, you gotta figure out what the fuck to do with the guys that you have A, drafted, and B, have tried to work around for this entire season. Okay? You got Odunze and Moore cooking up well? Great! Where's Loveland? Nowhere. 3 catches, 38 yards. Did we draft this guy hella high just to not fucking use them? Oh, and then there's Luther Burden. Yeah, I get he was out, but 1 catch, -1 yards? Is that what we spent a second round pick for? Like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, the O-line, obviously not giving him enough time, but what do you expect? You know that. You know a lot of these flaws coming into the game, and yet you do not adjust to try and minimize those. Okay? And then Caleb. Okay, buddy. You're not going to ever make those throws in traffic. You have not been able to do that all season long. Okay? Alright? Most of those interceptions that you have thrown, most of the 4 that you've thrown this year, are shit in traffic. Stop throwing those. You don't throw touchdowns in traffic. You just don't. The eye test is telling me that you just don't throw that well. So stop trying to do that. Then there's the whole running back nonsense. Really? You can't scheme a way for the, offensive line to, just be away from the fucking line of scrimmage. Is it really that hard to get away from the line of scrimmage to run the ball? Because I don't think it's that hard. Yes, on top of the fact that Swift only gets 2 catches. Okay. Monungai gets nothing. But there's so many confusing things that I do not understand that, we don't normally do. But yet today is exactly what happened. It just doesn't, none of this shit makes sense. Like, you cannot be losing to the fucking Baltimore Ravens when they're down this bad. You have to take advantage. Okay? You have to take advantage of their down badness to actually defeat an opponent.
Okay? Again, the Ravens are practically dead. 1-5. I get bye weeks and all, but they still had a bye week and their starting quarterback still couldn't be out there. You just gotta remember. You gotta remember, okay? Even the Browns scored 17 points on the defense. Okay? The Browns. Seriously. The Browns? Come on. I don't get it. I don't fucking understand. It just seems like I'm watching the same exact shit. Even in the wins. It just seems like I'm seeing the exact same shit. Okay? And now we're down even more injuries. That's fun. That doesn't matter. You should still be able to overpower the Ravens. Okay? Fuck whatever they have. You got something better. It doesn't make any goddamn sense what you're doing. It really just doesn't. It doesn't seem like you're cooking up anything good for the running game, so change it. Change it to something else. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And you can't change anything about that. You have to just adjust to something else. A different angle. And I can't, like, you knew the defense was as underpowered as shit. They could have had more than 30 fucking points if they didn't have Tyler Huntley at quarterback. Okay? You realize that you got away with only them scoring 30 points. They could have had a lot more, but they didn't. You know what? Even if the ref ball wasn't particularly helpful, you still could have easily won the game. Isn't that fucking hard? Yep. Yeah, that pass interference that was not called, so blatantly obvious. Yeah. So? It doesn't fucking matter. It had been 2 scores anyway. That red zone play calling was just god awful. He was in on the QB sneak. We know that. The refs just don't. Because they're blind as a bat. That ref crew I've seen multiple times fuck up every single game that they officiate. You know what? I shouldn't have to recognize an officiating crew. Okay? The officiating crew should be heavily anonymous. Alright? And yeah, I keep seeing the same tired characters over and over and over again. And they do the exact same thing. Fuck us over. But you know what? You gotta overpower that. Alright? You gotta send a message to the NFL that not only do your refs suck, but you also have to change that you also are better than the refs. And today you weren't. You weren't better than the second string quarterback. You weren't better than the underpowered Ravens defense. You sucked. And you need to change that. You've got the fucking Bengals next. You know what the Bengals just did this week? I didn't think it was fucking possible, but they lost to the Jets. And you know what? I don't have much confidence in them because of this fucking performance against a god-awful team. Right now, not in the future, not in the past. Right now, the Ravens are not good. But you Bears, are worse. You are so much worse than that Ravens team. Because you did not learn to adjust anything. Adjust the mistakes. Adjust the fucking snap counts. These fucking false starts. Learn where the fuck you are on the line before the fucking ball is snapped so that they don't gain 20 yards on a fucking punt. Stop it. Just what are you teaching them in practice that makes them commit so many goddamn penalties? Ticky-tack or not, there's still technically penalties. And you gotta overcome that. You know that you have to be on your A game to make sure that they don't call anything. Because they will call anything against you. They will. They will. And you have to know that, and you have to overcome it. It's just I don't understand. I don't understand why I keep seeing this every single week. It just keeps happening. And you gotta execute in the red zone. You know, really, really short field goals. It's what, 4, 8? That's easily getting you within touchdown. Like, missing the field goal at the end. Like, all the missed points. All of those. Failure. It's a failure on you. I just keep seeing this shit over and over and over again. And they always keep expecting a different result. When I know every single fucking time it ends the exact same way. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fucking make sense. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand. How do you do this shit? How do you keep doing it? How do you keep fucking up so much? How do you keep struggling the exact same way and not figure out how to fucking change your shit? 4-game winning streak. Gone. Any momentum. Gone. How do you fuck that up? You had all the tools laying out there for you to actually win the game. And you didn't do it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why do you keep doing this? It hurts my brain to figure out what the fuck you're doing. It just doesn't seem like you're doing anything good. It seems like you're floundering every single week. Even if you win, still floundering. Still not executing well. Executing nowhere near well. Alright? Should be scoring more than 25, and 26 points against these bad teams. But here we are. Got our ass kicked by a team that shouldn't be better than us on paper, but yet was. They outplayed you. And you gotta learn that, and you gotta make sure that never fucking happens again. Just can't. It just can't happen again. Just can't. Well, I'm gonna go do something else. Try and get my mind off this. Especially, after the women's soccer incident. There really is not a whole lot to be happy about today. It's a lot of dog shit. That's what it was today. Is there anything else? No. What do you know? Nothing happening. Can't really wait. It's all so dumb. It's all so dumb that it just keeps happening over and over and over again. We expect different results. No. See you later. Goodbye.